Another title coming out of the Summer Games Fest and the Microsoft World Premieres is Clockwork Revolution. Now, we at the Outpost are not super big fans of steampunk, nor do we tend to be big fans of odd time mechanics. But then again, as we always harp on, give us a good story, lots of characters, reactivity, and all of those wonderful RPG elements that show up in dialogue and choice, branch the story, you can bet we're going to give it a shot. At this world premiere, they gave us quite a long trailer. A lot of it is, of course, combat and showing that time mechanic. But the beginning of this trailer is what really got us intrigued. Character customization. As you can see, there are various faces, your male or female, different hairstyles, and some pretty gnarly stashes on those dudes, and these look pretty decent. Of course, we don't know how detailed you can get. Are they all presets, or are there 499 million sliders to mess around with? But the character they ultimately came up with actually looks pretty good. In addition to selecting what your character looks like, you get to select a background. In this case, they've chosen Gearsmith, a background that has you scavenging around for spare parts and knickknacks to build whatever it is you need to build. We see there is the Acolyte background, someone much more bookish, possibly not quite as tech focused. There's the Rabble Rouser, looks like you might be one of those brawler types. Next, flashing past at light speed, Book Warden. This seems similar to the Acolyte, only without all of the faith elements. Then there's Alley Rat, maybe a bit like a rogue. In addition to choosing your background, you get to choose attributes. We see there's endurance and agility, and the most intriguing of all, social. Finally of note, each of these backgrounds has associated traits. As they're listed as available, you might be able to choose which ones you want, or mix and match however you want. And it looks like your name, male or female, is going to be Morgan. In addition, we know that the PC is fully voiced, and the VO on this is really nice. We don't know who's playing the female lead, and we didn't get to hear any samples of her, but the male was really good. The only voice actor listed on IMDb is Autumn Ivy, and we don't know who she plays. They don't list it, and they list nothing else. And after that, we move into a bit of story. In this little story reveal, we see that there are various dialogue options. We don't have any skill checks. You do choose who you're going to address and what that dialogue is going to be. However, do these dialogue options mean we get different cutscenes? In this case, they choose the scene where they talk to Errol once more, and then he gets his head bashed in. Does that always happen? Be nice to know. We then get a bit of exposition about the world, and we can see that they have some sort of crafting modification system. Didn't look too awful complicated, nor did it look dirt simple so that it would be utterly boring. Then they introduce the time mechanic. The bad guys are using time to rewrite history, to shape things the way they want them. Eventually, we learn that, and we start doing it and using it in our combat. How extensive we can shape the world, don't know. I certainly do hope it's more than just rewind time so I can shoot that guy the proper way or traverse some area without getting my head blown off. And finally, they tell us it's coming in due time. This seems very promising. What do you think? Heard much about this game? Interested in it? Let us know in the comments below. And remember, if you like the content, give us a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.